So then, I've decided I'm going to do it. A 3-day fast. I've never done anything like this in my life before. I've probably lasted about an hour before thinking about food. So I don't think this is going to be easy, but I'm mentally prepared for it. I've been doing a lot of research online over the last few months, watched a whole bunch of videos of people doing it and telling me how they feel and some of the best practices and all that kind of stuff. So I think I'm ready. I've decided to document and vlog this because I think it'll be pretty cool to look back on in the future. And for information purposes, I'm not doing this to lose weight. It's more for an internal MOT because I'm 43 years old and I've been stuffing food down my face ever since I was born. And I'm just intrigued by how it might make me feel and potentially any longer term benefits, short term benefits as well. Today is my final day before I start my fast. I've already had my breakfast this morning. I had 3 boiled eggs with some cucumber and a pinch of sea salt, and it was lovely. I love cucumber, as a lot of you will know out there. I've planned my meals. I've got my electrolyte tablets. I'm ready to go. Just been to Holland & Barrett because, like a muppet, the electrolyte tablets that I bought in advance for this contain sugar, and apparently you're supposed to not have any sugar because that breaks the fast. So I got myself some high five, 0 calorie, 0 sugar tablets. This is what I'm going to feast on for my lunch. I've got carrot, cucumber, cherry tomatoes, olives, lettuce, and hidden away is a tin of tuna. I've drenched it in some olive oil and a crack of sea salt. Nom nom nom. For my final day of eating, I'm pretty much eliminating carbohydrates and unnatural sugars, and I'm trying to get a lot of lean protein and healthy fats in because apparently this is one of the best ways to approach it. I might be completely wrong, and if I am, feel free to enlighten me with your knowledge in the comment section below. So it's just gone 8 p.m. and I have finished my last meal. It's so sad, but I guess this is where it begins. This is where it all starts. And I'm quite excited as well. I'm scared, excited, a bit nervous. Mr. Girl thinks that I'm going to be an absolute nightmare and be really hangry for 3 days solid. And the thing is, my plan, 72 hours from now, it'll be Saturday at 8 p.m. But I'm not going to start eating straight away then, because I've heard that because your digestive system is completely clean, things can pass through you relatively quickly, and I don't really want to poop myself while I'm sleeping, so I'm actually going to wait until about 8-9 o'clock the next morning before I start introducing bone broth and some other bits and bobs. So it's going to be more like 84-hour fasting, just for what I point that out. But yeah, there's nothing else for me to do now. I guess I'm going to watch the football. England are playing tonight. No alcohol for me, of course, which is a bit sad. And hopefully they win. Wake up tomorrow and take it day by day. So I'm 17 hours into this 3-day fast. And so far, I feel all right. I've not been hangry. I've not felt lightheaded or any negative effects so far, touch wood. But I know it's early days, it's very early days. And it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the moment. And normally at this time of day, I would have gone out for a run about 7:30 this morning for a 5k run. I would have devoured a 1,000 calorie smoothie of some sort. I would have probably had a matcha tea. And then approaching lunchtime, I usually like to get on my rowing machine and do some more exercise and then have a carb heavy lunch. But of course, none of that's happening today. And I'm following the guidance. I'm taking it easy. I'm not doing anything strenuous or any high impact exercise like I normally would. So I've decided to come out for a walk. And it's lovely weather in London at the moment. It's going to get warmer over the next few days. And so far, I've had 1 electrolyte tablet today. I chucked that in a bottle of water at 11 o'clock this morning to get all my magnesium and sodium and potassium and all that kind of crap. Haven't drunk any black coffee. I don't intend on having any caffeine over these next 3 days either. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the moment. I'm just trying to keep my mind occupied and not think about food, because as soon as that happens, it could probably go downhill very, very quickly. In the last half hour or so, I've just found myself getting a little bit irritated and slightly angsty. And I don't know if that's because the people, or some of the people I have to deal with on a daily basis at work, are absolute dickheads, or it might be contributed towards the fact that I haven't eaten in about 20 hours. I'm not entirely sure. And I've been getting a slight tingling behind my eyes. I wouldn't call it a headache. It's not painful, but it's definitely noticeable. So I've thrown in another electrolyte tablet because I've only had one of those today. And hopefully that helps. But I just wanted to let you know, be honest with you, keep you updated, because this is something I've never tried before and I don't know what to expect. And that's why I'm making this video. Hopefully it helps some of you out there. I've just been recording a new video because I finished work earlier and I thought to myself, well, I can't work out. I haven't got to make dinner. Mystery Girl's out on the lash with her mates, so what am I going to do? So I decided to make some new content because I just keep on giving. But in all seriousness, I've just realised that it's now 8 o'clock. So I've done it. I've done one day. I've done 24 hours of fasting. Yay me. Despite me getting a little bit pissy earlier on, I feel good. I honestly do. I don't feel hungry. The tingling sensation has disappeared, so happy days. Therefore, I'm going to continue with this fast and see where it takes me. I will see you tomorrow. Good morning. It is day 2 and I'm 36 hours into my 3-day fast and I feel alright. I treated myself to a peppermint tea at 9 o'clock last night, which was lovely. I wasn't aware that I could have a herbal tea. It's only because Mystery Girl got home from being out on the piss. She was like, can you drink herbal tea? And I thought, you know what? I don't actually know. So I Googled it and apparently I can. Peppermint, chamomile, ginger, stuff like that, which we have in abundance. So that's a real treat, having that later on and just to like replace dinner and things like that. So that was really, really nice. But I didn't sleep super great. I nodded off about midnight and then I woke up about 4 o'clock in the morning, needed to pee, and I was quite wired and awake and alert. Got my head back down for maybe another 2.5, 3 hours. But I think today I'm just going to use the same approach as yesterday. Knock out a electrolyte tablet about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and then one at 8 p.m. Going to go for a walk at lunchtime with Mystery Girl. She's working from home too today, so we can spend some quality time together. But at this stage, I think this day is apparently the hardest because I've used up all my glycogen and sugar stores. So I'm going into that sort of ketosis phase now. And yeah, this is where it gets a little bit interesting. But surprisingly, I'm not hungry. I thought I would be a lot more hungry than I am. Am I thinking about food? Yeah, of course I am. I'm looking forward to Sunday already, but I'm not just sort of obsessing about it. And I think that's just because I've kept my mind occupied and kept busy and doing stuff, and I'm going to do that later as well. As soon as I finish work, I'm just going to start editing a bunch of videos that I've got in the pipeline, and that really, really helped yesterday. It's lunchtime, so I've decided to stretch my legs, but this time with the wonderful Mystery Girl.
Hello.
And I wanted to get her input on this entire experience. I haven't really seen you much though in the first 24, 36 hours because you were out on the lash and then I went to bed. So how do you feel about this?
I think maybe not interacting a lot is a strong start. And I think you have had the space that you need. Considering we live together, I thought you would be more hangry with an H than you are now. I also don't know as much about it as you do, but I would have thought you'd be drinking a lot more water, but you're not. You seem to be okay. And you're welcome for me pushing you to discover the world of herbal teas because you thought you weren't allowed them, and then I assured you that you were allowed them, and so you can enjoy those in the evenings now. So that's a good thing. That's nice, right? How are you feeling about it? How do you think you're going almost halfway through?
Well, I said to you earlier this morning when we were hanging up the washing, I was a little bit lightheaded. I don't know if that's just because I've got quickly.
Maybe.
And it is rather warm today. It's going to be 31, 32 degrees today.
It's hot.
But that was the moment when I thought, you know what, I need an electrolyte tablet. Again, it was around the 11 o'clock in the morning. And just slowly sip that for the first hour. I've been advised you shouldn't like chug it down immediately. You've got to just take your time, spend an hour drinking it. And after that, I felt all right.
So you don't shock your body, isn't it? I suppose.
I guess so.
I would suggest tomorrow you calm down a little bit further, so you bring it down a notch. So move more slowly, just take a bit more pressure off getting things done. It's a weekend, so you don't have to do or be anywhere particularly, and just concentrate on hydration because it's going to keep getting warm. And
I said this to you a couple of days ago. Like one of the people or one of the channels that I watched that I really enjoyed, the Casper site. He does reaction videos to anyone who doesn't know him out there. He does reaction videos to like paranormal.
He Rambos everything.
Scary stuff. Yeah, he Rambos stuff. He did a 5-day fast, not a 3-day. But he'd been thinking about doing it for months and months. And similar to me, he'd just been watching lots of people online doing it and then did lots of research. And he talks about getting rid of the cancerous zombie cells and all this kind of stuff. Through the autophagy phase, which I think sort of occurs around day 3. He didn't follow the same approach that I did, which was I sort of cut down carbs and went very lean protein and fats and
you had a day or two of prep, didn't you?
Yeah,
sure.
he literally woke up and just went, yeah, I'm going to do it today. But I mean, he did it. He got to the end. He lost a couple of kilo. He said he didn't feel like euphoric and like he was on top of the world or anything like that, which a lot of people say. But so far, I feel normal, if that makes sense.
Okay. Well, you're not normal, but I know what you mean.
Thank you. It's official. I've made it to 48 hours. I've been editing videos for the last 3 hours. It's 8:30 at night at the moment. And my teeny tiny brain has just simply ignored the fact of everything that I'm doing and trying to accomplish, because I'm a bloke and I can't really think of too many things at the same time. But I'm quite proud of myself that I've come this far. I felt all right. I feel good. I still don't feel hungry. There was a moment earlier and I could smell Mystery Girl cooking downstairs and it smelled lovely. Got no idea what she made and I don't want to know, but I could feel and smell the aromas just travelling up the stairs, and I decided to just avoid going down there and checking out what she had on her plate, which I think was sensible of me. But I'm doing all right. There was a little bit of a moment earlier where I got up and I just felt a bit weak a couple of hours ago. Just felt a bit sort of like I'd exercise without really exercising. So I guess that's just my energy stores dropping and my body telling me that I just have to take it easy, especially for the next 24 hours until I reach that official 3-day water fast. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to listen to my body. I'm going to go downstairs in a few moments and sit down with Mystery Girl, probably watch some of the World Cup, the football or the soccer if you're American out there, and treat myself to a peppermint tea or a chamomile tea or something like that, which I'm really looking forward to. But so far, so good. I'm proud of myself. I don't want to jinx it. I thought it'd be a bit harder than what it's been. But I've still got about 36 hours to go. So fingers crossed, and I'll catch you tomorrow. God, I slept like shit last night. I just couldn't sleep. I really couldn't sleep. Kept tossing and turning and just waking up. And I do feel really drained at the moment. It's weird. I'm like a bit lightheaded. But there's also an element of mental clarity as well. Like I'm on the ball, but I just feel weak and lacking energy. And that's to be expected. I knew this was going to happen. But I'm not hungry. I'm all right. I'm going to continue with it. I'm on hour 60. And there's a little bit of me that's contemplating whether I should break the fast on 72 hours exactly at 8 p.m. tonight and drink some bone broth. But I'm a little bit worried about how it will sit in my tummy. For example, last night, about 9-10 o'clock, I had 2-3 cups of peppermint tea. And when I was in bed, I could feel and hear it just swishing around in my stomach. And it was just a bit weird. And I don't really want that to happen tonight. So I think I'm going to try and hold out until tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock and then start introducing certain foods. I'm thinking of having a smoothie and stuff like that, some fruits and soft vegetables and I don't know, like bananas and things like that. Looking forward to it. Mystery Girl's kindly gone out for breakfast so that I don't have to smell it, which is sweet of her. Not sure what I'm going to do today. Probably going to do a bit more editing. I've got some stuff I want to do to a few of my guitars. Got some setup stuff to do. Really interesting this, isn't it? The thing that I've missed more than food, to be honest with you, is exercising. I just want to do something. I just want to go out for a run or lift some weights or get on the rowing machine. But I just don't have the bloody energy. I don't know how you would do this if you have an active job or really active lifestyle. And this is why I've planned it this way. I knew I was going to be working from home Thursday and Friday and doing this throughout the weekend. We had nothing planned. So I blocked it out in my diary. I was like, okay, this is my slot. This is my time to try this. But yeah, seriously, if I was commuting into an office 5 days a week and doing something more strenuous, I don't think I'd be able to do this. Just really lacking energy and any at the moment. I'm an active dude. I've always been very active since I was a kid. And I weighed myself this morning and I've lost about 3 or 4 pounds, which I know will come straight back on as soon as I start eating again, because it's just water weight. And I'm not doing this to lose weight. I'm doing this to just sort of like clear my system out and the internal MOT, as I said at the start of this video. But yeah, I'm just feeling a bit at the moment. It's weird. You almost feel like a little bit drunk, but still being able to communicate clearly and concisely and being able to sort of read and portray your thoughts effectively. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I just feel a bit like, woo. I didn't get any sort of like euphoria or like I wanted to dance around the room or anything like that yesterday, which some people say they get. Yeah. This is it. This is it. I'm on the home stretch. It's 3 p.m. and I'm still surviving. I'm alright. I genuinely am. There's nothing wrong with me. My energy levels are low, yeah, admittedly. But what I've decided to do in 5 hours' time at 8 p.m, I'm going to break the fast. I'm going to treat myself to some bone broth, potentially a boiled egg, maybe some hummus. And these 3 things sound so delicious. At the moment, I am starting to get quite hungry. And I said at the start of this video that I was originally going to let it run until 8 o'clock in the morning, purely because I was just worried about my stomach. But to be honest with you, I've slept like crap the last few days whilst doing this. And I think me with my ADHD brain will benefit from having something in my system and me not thinking and dreaming about food. I've had some weird ass dreams in the last few days, I must say. Bearing in mind I haven't really slept as well. So I think just getting something into my belly might help. And it'll also speed up the process of me getting back into eating normally again from tomorrow. Because, yeah, I can't wait for a proper meal. I really can't wait to have some carbs and just get some fuel into me so that I can get out there and go for a run and just do some exercise and release those happy endorphins. But it's been a weird journey. I didn't think I would last this long. I thought I would really struggle. I thought I would potentially pass out, have stomach issues, headaches, slurring speech, but none of that's happened. I just feel a bit like weak, that's all. Mentally, I feel fine. Yeah. The only negative thing that I've had throughout this whole experience has been just the lack of sleep. And I don't necessarily think that is or has been linked to this process. It's been very warm. My mind does constantly just tick, 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 tick. It's just a thing that I have. And especially when I'm not able to do anything and wear myself out through exercise, I don't think that's helped with me getting my normal sleep pattern. And that circadian rhythm and whatnot. Because I've broken it up. I've removed all the stuff that I would normally eat. I eat a lot, by the way. I don't know if I've mentioned this at all in the last couple of days. I'm a small dude. I'm 5'4". I weigh just over 11 stone. Well, I don't anymore because I've lost a few pounds. But I can eat more than most people, a lot bigger than me. Like all of my mates, if we ever go out, I end up finishing their food. I eat that much. I've got such a high metabolism. I could probably do competitive eating if I wanted to. I won't because I just think it's disgusting. But I need some grub. So I'm gonna 8 o'clock dig into some stuff, and I'm definitely gonna document that because it's just gonna be the smile on my face. I can already see and envisage the image of that first taste of something that isn't water. I'll catch you in about 5 hours' time. 72 hours have passed, and now I'm finally going to break the fast. I've got my broth at the ready, and this is potentially going to taste like one of the best things I've ever had in my life. Oh my God. That is delicious. It's like drinking gravy, but a good gravy. I'm going to go away and devour this. Slowly, of course. You're meant to do it slowly. Don't just chug it down because bad things will happen. I slept like a baby last night. It was lovely. Slept right through. Just got up, had a lovely ice cold shower. Do you do that? I have ice cold showers every single day. There's loads of health and mental benefits attached to it. You should check that out if you don't know anything about the cold shower therapy and cold water therapy. Anyway, back to fasting. So last night, after having some bone broth, without going into extreme details, make sure that you're near a toilet because it passes right through you. I sipped on the bone broth for a while. It was just one of the best things I've ever had, and it was just liquid. And then about 45 minutes later, I boiled myself a couple of eggs and ate those. 45 minutes after that, I had some fresh British strawberries. They were possibly the best strawberries I've ever eaten in my life. And then I had a bit of cucumber and some red pepper. And then I had some almonds, a handful of almonds I was munching away on. And there's a lot of like conflicting feedback and comments online about how you should break your fast, how quickly you should introduce certain foods and all this kind of stuff. Some people are like, yeah mate, I started eating ice cream straight away. Or, I had pizza, I had steak, egg and chips. And other people are like, no, you should only start broth for the first 1 to 2 hours, see how your stomach feels. Take 1 to 2 days eating steamed vegetables and like no sort of carbs and all this kind of stuff. I feel all right. But bearing in mind what I've eaten, I'm going to make myself a smoothie in a little while. Going to have a banana, kiwi, frozen berries, some frozen spinach, and a spoonful of porridge oats in it. And then a bit later on at lunch, my idea is to have 1 slice of wholemeal toast with some possibly scrambled eggs, avocado, and some more bone broth. And then maybe munch on some more nuts, a few fruits throughout the day. And then when we get to dinner, the idea is to have rice, some sort of vegetable, steamed vegetable, with chicken thighs. Really looking forward to it. But let me know, like, what did you do? Or what do you do when you break your fast? Because I'd be interested to know. And there's so many different answers. I don't think there is a right or wrong answer to this. Apparently with a 3-day fast, you don't have to be as thoughtful as to how quickly you start introducing your normal feeding pattern. I might be wrong. Scientifically, I might be wrong, but I'm approaching it this way and I'm documenting it, and so far, so good. But I will catch up with you possibly tomorrow for a final sign-off on how I feel, how the foods I've eaten today have felt, how I'm feeling mentally, physically, all that kind of stuff. But thank you for sticking with me, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Well, hello there. It is Monday lunchtime, and it's been just over a day and a half since I ended the fast, and I feel fantastic. I honestly do. I knew it was the right time to end it on Saturday night because my head started to feel quite heavy. I was a little bit dazed and lethargic, and I'm not lying to you. Literally, within minutes of me getting that bone broth in my system, I immediately felt better and energized and just happier for getting something in my system. By the way, if you've got any comments or questions you want to fire my way, chuck them down below and I'll do my best to help. I'm not a doctor, as I said at the beginning of this video, but I'll give you my honest answers. Would I do this again? I'm not entirely sure. It might be something that I would potentially do once a year, for example, following a massive blowout and binge over Christmas and New Year, just to clear your system out. But it's definitely made me more thoughtful and appreciative of food and what I put within my system and in my body. And every bite that I've had since ending the fast, I've savoured so much and enjoyed so much. Like, it's the best thing I've ever eaten. I haven't been out running or exercising or anything yet. I'm still kind of easing my way in. Yesterday, I ate everything that I said to you in the previous clip. And my digestive system feels fine. Today, I'm basically eating as per normal. It's the first time I've had caffeine today. I had a coffee this morning, followed by a smoothie. Got to make some lunch in a bit. But I'm feeling all right. Not had any issues at all. I didn't poop yesterday. Told you I'd be honest. I'm always going to be honest. I didn't need to poop yesterday. Today's the first time I needed to use the toilet properly. And on that note, thank you ever so much for watching all the way through and and supporting me. If you're new to this channel and this is the first video you've ever seen of me, I don't really do this type of stuff. I'm a music raptor 80% of the time, and then I just throw in some random videos periodically because I like making videos, all kinds of stuff, and just being sporadic and following whatever goes on in my little tiny mental brain. Look after yourself. Hopefully, I'll see you very soon. Bye for now, people.